pick.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Negotiate.
800 bucks. 900. 850.
Close.
Are we doing it? It's a deal.
All right, score.
Flying across the field feeling like that guy did in 1937.
They're the masters of the art of picking.
That's the kind of stuff you dream about.
Most of the time.
I'm gonna give you $600. Nope.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel that I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It's time to stand up in today's. Frank Fritz's close friend has insisted American Pickers is not the same without the fan favorite, with ratings for the premiere episode way down compared to previous seasons. Frank passed away at 60 years old on Monday, September 30th, 2 years after suffering a stroke that left him in rehabilitation. The fan favorite last appeared on American Pickers in 2020 after falling out with his co-star Mike Wolfe, who he reconciled with at the time of his death. Frank's good friend Jerry Gendreau exclusively told the US Sun how the series hasn't been the same without the star. I think the show is not nearly as good as it was. With the ratings, it doesn't have to be me or somebody thinking that. The nation knows it's not what it was. It needed Frank. Jerry previously told the US Sun how Frank would have eventually returned to the show had it not been for the stroke. Mike came up with the idea for the show. Mike was smart enough to know the show would be perfect with Frank, Jerry said. My analogy of the two, Mike and Frank, were like Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. Jerry Lewis, Frank, was just as important or maybe even more important for the show. It's very hard to be the Jerry Lewis all of the time. I think Frank would have went back, but he had his health issues. And he did have some serious health issues. From 25 or 30 on, he suffered from Crohn's. Crohn's is a bowel disease that causes inflammation in the digestive tract. Jerry explained how Frank became a fan favorite on the show because of his spontaneity. He was truly the comedian who popped out with some of the weirdest and dumbest things that you just go, wow, Jerry said. He made a mark on history. Ratings crisis. Season 26 of American Pickers premiered on October 9th with Mike and Robbie Wolfe, John Jersey John Saleh, and Danielle Colby. The hour-long premiere episode saw Mike, 60, picking through Evel Knievel memorabilia, including a one-of-a-kind billboard from his Snake Canyon jump. But the episode failed to attract many viewers, as the US Sun reported just 565,000 fans tuned in. This is a drop from season 25, which kicked off with a 2-episode premiere in December 2023. Classic Cars Cemetery raked in 723,000 viewers, and part 2 of the premiere, Hidden Cash Stash, had ratings drop to 676,000. Episode 3 saw an increase to 880,000 viewers, and the numbers remained around the same throughout the rest of the month. By the January 24th episode, ratings skyrocketed to 948,000 viewers. The numbers dropped back down through most of February, with the lowest rating on February 14th at 774,000 viewers, and the highest on February 28th at 966,000. The finale episode on March 27th brought in 832,000 viewers. On premiere day, the series paid tribute to Frank by playing episodes featuring the fan favorite, who appeared on the show from 2010 to 2020. But when episode 1 of season 26 aired, fans were saddened to see there was no mention of him. One fan wrote on Reddit, "There was no dedication to Frank on the season premiere last night. I feel like they should have at least made a title card at the end or something to honor him. Total disrespect. This show was and is still dead to me," commented another. "I saw the title card on one of the Frank-centric reruns last night, but not on the new episode premiere," wrote a third. Frank's final episode was in March 2020, as he left the show to recover from back surgery. The operation left him with 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine. During his time off, Frank lost 65 pounds and was living a healthier lifestyle, including being sober from alcohol. Though he planned to return to the series after his hiatus, he was officially let go in 2021, Mike confirmed. "I will miss Frank, just like all of you, and I pray for the very best and all good things for him on the next part of his journey," Mike said at the time. The two had a falling out, as Frank exclusively told the US Sun in a 2021 interview. "I haven't talked to Mike in 2 years. He knew my back was messed up, but he didn't call me up and ask how I was doing. That's just how it is. I think Mike wants to get his brother Robbie in there to replace me. I don't know why he's behaving like that towards me." The two reconciled after Frank suffered the stroke in July 2022. Mike and loved ones were by Frank's side at the time of his passing. Remembering Frank. American Pickers posted on social media following Frank's death, "We are saddened to share that our friend and beloved member of the History Channel and American Pickers family, Frank Fritz, has passed away on September 30th, 2024. Frank filmed American Pickers for over a decade. We will always remember the bearded charmer and his never-ending search for vintage motorcycles and bikes. Our thoughts are with Frank's loved ones during this difficult time. He will be deeply missed." Since its debut in 2010, American Pickers has been a staple of History Channel's lineup, following antique experts Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz as they travel across America in search of hidden treasures. But in recent years, the show has faced significant changes, most notably Frank Fritz's departure in 2021 and the tragic death of co-star Robbie Wolfe's ex-wife, Letitia Wolfe, in 2023. Now, a close friend of Fritz has spoken out, claiming the show is not as good without him, and fans agree, as evidenced by plummeting ratings. Frank Fritz's exit and the show's downfall. Frank Fritz was a fan favorite on American Pickers, known for his sharp eye for antiques and his playful rivalry with Mike Wolfe. However, in 2021, Fritz was abruptly let go from the show following a period of health struggles and reported tensions with Wolfe. Since then, the series has introduced new cast members, including Wolfe's brother Robbie and antique expert Jersey John, but many viewers argue the chemistry isn't the same. A close friend of Fritz, who wished to remain anonymous, recently told The Sun, "Frank brought something special to the show, his humor, his knowledge, and his authenticity. Fans loved him, and they've made it clear the show isn't the same without him. The ratings don't lie." Indeed, recent reports suggest American Pickers has seen a steep decline in viewership. According to Nielsen ratings, the show has lost nearly 30% of its audience since Fritz's departure, with some episodes hitting all-time lows. Fan backlash and the missing chemistry. Fans of American Pickers have been vocal about their dissatisfaction with the show's new direction. Many took to social media to express their frustration. The show died when Frank left. Mike and Frank had the perfect dynamic, now it just feels forced. At PickingFan92. Bring back Frank or cancel it. The new guys don't have the same charm. At Antique Hunter. I used to watch every episode, but now I barely tune in. It's lost its magic. At Rusty Treasures. The History Channel's hit show American Pickers has been a staple of reality TV for over a decade, captivating audiences with its treasure-hunting adventures and quirky antique deals. But in recent years, the show has faced mounting criticism, plummeting ratings, and internal drama, most notably the controversial firing of longtime co-host Frank Fritz in 2021. Now, as the show struggles to maintain its former glory, a close friend of Fritz has spoken out, claiming the series is a shadow of its former self without him, and fans agree. The fall of a fan favorite. Since its debut in 2010, American Pickers thrived on the chemistry between its two lead pickers, Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz. Their playful banter, contrasting personalities, Mike, the smooth-talking negotiator, Frank, the blunt and humorous sidekick, and genuine passion for antiques, made the show a hit. However, Fritz's abrupt departure, reportedly due to health issues and behind-the-scenes tensions, left a void that the show has failed to fill. Now, with ratings in a steady decline and fan backlash growing, Fritz's close friend and fellow antique expert, Robbie Wolfe, Mike Wolfe's brother and occasional show guest, has broken his silence. In an exclusive interview, Robbie didn't hold back. "Let's be real. The show isn't the same without Frank. Fans know it, the crew knows it, and deep down Mike knows it too. Frank brought something special to the table. His humor, his honesty, his energy. You can't just replace that with a new face and expect people to stick around." Ratings in freefall. The numbers don't lie. According to recent Nielsen data, American Pickers has seen a 30% drop in viewership since Fritz's exit, with some episodes hitting series lows. Social media buzz has also dwindled, with longtime fans expressing frustration over the show's new direction. One Reddit user wrote, "It's just Mike and a bunch of random people now. The magic is gone." Another commented, "Frank was the heart of the show. Now it feels forced." Even attempts to introduce new co-hosts, like Jersey John Saleh and Mike's brother Robbie Wolfe, have failed to reignite the spark. Many viewers argue that the replacements lack Fritz's authenticity and charm. Behind-the-scenes drama. Rumors of tension between Fritz and Mike Wolfe have swirled for years. Fritz himself confirmed in past interviews that he and Mike had grown apart, saying they were like brothers, but that their relationship had soured. Some insiders claim Fritz's firing was less about his health. He underwent back surgery in 2020 and more about personal conflicts. Robbie Wolfe's recent comments only add fuel to the fire. There was a lot of ego involved. Frank wasn't just some sidekick. He was half the reason people tuned in. Now the show feels like the Mike Wolfe show, and fans aren't buying it. Can American Pickers be saved? With ratings tanking and fan loyalty eroding, the big question is whether American Pickers can recover. Some believe a Frank Fritz return could revive interest, but given the reported bad blood between him and Mike, that seems unlikely. Others suggest a complete revamp, perhaps shifting focus to new pickers or locations. But Robbie Wolfe insists the solution is simple. You can't fix what's broken if you don't admit it's broken. The fans want Frank. The show needs Frank. Until that happens, it's just going to keep fading away. Final thoughts. American Pickers was once a ratings juggernaut, but without Frank Fritz, it's clear that something vital is missing. Whether the History Channel will listen to fan demands or continue down its current path remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, if the show doesn't make major changes soon, it may end up just like the forgotten antiques it once hunted down, left behind and collecting dust.